Ready?
Sure.
Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, we are rolling.
Hello.
This is the coronavirus edition of our podcast.
Yeah, welcome to the new world, boys and girls. We're all stuck inside.
Yeah. So, but we're really not. They say we are, but we're stuck inside for people over senior citizens, right?
Yeah. What the news was today in the city of Los Angeles, Mayor Garcetti has put a ban on nightclubs and wineries being open, bars being open, and apparently soon to be restaurants. And he's asking for, if restaurants need to stay open, to work with takeout, so people order through takeout instead,
Mm-hmm.
I had just gotten a piece of rumor from people I work with that they are now supposing that they may even close down grocery stores, which is a bunch of fucking malarkey. People need to stop selling all your fucking fear mongering shit.
Now what I heard is that the grocery stores are going to stay open, and they're also banding together to supply everything that people need, like toilet paper. This is what I heard from my mother. That's my source right there. So, she's at home doing all the research. She loves it.
I mean, if
so I get
stores,
that secondhand.
I keep on getting. I'm a member of Ralph's and Kroger's Ralph's Club, right? And I keep on getting emails from them saying that they are hiring immediately. Hiring now. So for all of my friends,
because their employees are not going to work.
No, because there is not enough people there as employees to supply the store for the amount of demand that's coming in. They need more people to stock stuff. They need more people to open up aisles. They need more people there for cleanup. They need a new cleanup crew, a whole new cleanup crew. They need a cleanup crew.
I mean, there's a lot of people that need a job.
I know, especially here in LA. all of our industry is pretty much gone. I mean, you guys out there that are watching, that are in the Midwest and stuff, you guys have a completely different basis of what your business industry is. But here it's all entertainment based. So having nightclubs shut down, having movie productions, television productions shut down, that's our lifeline out here. So we are kind of all stuck inside waiting and wondering when our next paycheck is going to actually come.
Right.
Which is kind of scary.
Right. There's that. So what we're probably deciding to do is we're just going to put on, that's really driving me insane. We're probably going to put the shows on in our little studio at SkR. And at least for bands it's already been booked. If you're local to SkR, we're like, fuck it, man, come in, let's jam.
Yeah, I mean, at least we can do is live stream it for you guys and let you guys be able to watch there. I mean, everything is getting cut off at, they say no more than 50 people gatherings.
Yeah.
I mean,
which is fine. That's what this place is.
Yeah, this is a private property, so bring in the bands and let us live stream it for you guys. As long as everybody's not sick, please don't come in here spreading disease.
How do we know? What do we do? Fucking check everybody?
I mean, I'd like to think that people are going to be responsible because I mean, someone like myself who has a father who is very susceptible to all the attributes that this disease ends up encompassing. I would hope that they'd be more diligent about thinking about other people's situations.
What I heard also is that basically 90% of us already have it. We're just our body's just able to fight it off.
Yeah, it's supposed to
be
much
like a cold. But,
it's supposed to be another cold. It's a virus. It's another cold virus, but this cold virus is a little different. Whereas our bodies are not used to it yet. I don't think that we're fighting it off as much that 90% of this population will eventually get it and fight it off and not have a problem. What they're saying at the moment, the healthy people that get it, there's a 1% to 2% chance of dying. And I think it's 3 to 4 if you're 65 and older or have any sort of immune system deficiencies like AIDS, diabetes, chronic heart disease, stuff like that, overweight,
Today was my father's birthday, and I didn't go because I've had a little cold.
Yeah.
Now, I feel fine. It's just a typical cold. little head cold and some fucking throat. But once you have a cold now, you do a little cough and people start freaking out.
Well, I had that cold 2 weeks ago and
Right.
gave it to you.
But also-
it's the same thing. Like, you don't know, the gestation period is between
Yeah.
2 days to 14 days, so you never know what you're going to come in contact with during that time. So
it's a trip. So what we wanted to do was get into the conspiracy side of it.
yeah,
Right.
yeah,
Because there's all kinds of conspiracies going around, and this is right up your alley. This almost makes you excited.
I just like I like watching people. I don't like watching people become afraid of shit, but I really do like watching people start searching things and trying to find out truth for themselves, just as long as you're not spreading stupid ass rumors. But a couple of them that I got, and these are people. I put up a post on a couple of Facebook pages.
Yeah, let's dive in.
yesterday,
We'll dive in.
And I got some great stuff. Like, so it was
So
great.
are you
all
gonna
day
read?
today.
Are you
Yeah,
gonna
I've
read the
got
stuff that people wrote?
I've got a couple of them.
Okay. And you want it? Let's dive in.
Yeah, I just want
Okay.
to.
What's the post? Yeah.
All right, so my post was saying, guys, and I posted this at like 2:00 in the morning too. My post was saying, guys, our next show tomorrow is about COVID-19, COVID-19, or the coronavirus, and your conspiracies about this virus, how it's happened, and feed it to me. I want to hear what you guys think.
Yeah.
None of these people, neither us or any of these people that have said anything about it, are professionals. They're not epidemiologists. They have no clue what the fuck they're talking about, just as much as we don't. But it's funny to hear people's stories or stupid ideas about some of this stuff, and then some of them is things
About
that
where
they've read online.
about where it came from.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So not just where it came from, the reason why things are happening, things that have happened because of it. So I got some stuff.
Okay. Let's
right.
go. I'm excited.
My favorite, and it's mine, of course, because I am an avid Ancient Aliens watcher. I listen to George Norrie, Coast to Coast. I listen to all the conspiracy theorist podcasts. I like to hear weirdo stuff, and this one was from an episode of Ancient Aliens. It's season 3, episode 7, and it's plagues and diseases amongst the gods. It's a really good one. So what they say in that there's been many diseases throughout the span of time that have come to Earth via meteor or spread through alien contagion, or like otherworldly situations. Like meteors have come crashing down to Earth with bacteria and virus on it that has then come into contact with humans and become a spread of that. They're blaming things like the Black Plague on that. They're blaming things like the Spanish influenza, cholera, stuff like that.
Cholera. That's the famous one.
Yeah. All of them are favorites. They've knocked out the human population by more than half many times over. And it's not anything new to this planet that plague hits us. And then we go, oh, fuck, we don't know what the fuck happened. How come we're all sick now?
Right. So then I want to get into theories about why those are happening. You know,
Okay.
like what's the, but
Yeah.
go
We'll
ahead.
from that.
Let's
So the coronavirus, from what we know, its epicenter started in Wuhan, China, right? The first case was discovered 2019, November. In October 11th, 2019, there was a meteor that flew over the northern east part of China and you can be seen from Wuhan all the way up to the Zhejiang provinces. And it had a tailspan. I guess it's a comet if it has a tailspan. It had a tailspan that traveled between the 40 and 60 north latitude system, where it's just spread dust all over. And now they're thinking there's a scientist in specific that says that he thought that comet may have dusted us, basically like a crop dust, and that had a virus on those like particles and sent it all through China, which would explain why all of a sudden 2 weeks later a rapid fucking plague starts breaking out. You know, since then other scientists have tried to debunk it, but I don't know. I mean, who knows for sure? That's my favorite one out of all of them, because there have been many meteors that, and even going through space, the NASA space system in like 2001 brought a whole sticky panel to screen all the dust and debris up in the outer atmosphere as it's orbiting the Earth.
I saw that one with you, yeah.
And bacteria, they had bacteria on a rock there, and it grew 700 times exponentially than what it actually would have done here on Earth. So who's to say that viruses and bacteria don't grow in zero gravity and no oxygen? There are certain rocks that have fallen down to Earth that they have found different bacteria that have grown and flourished in our atmosphere, but they're coming from a completely different atmosphere and different system. So I'm not going to count that out. I think that was I'm not saying that's how it happened, but who knows? Who knows how those bats in Wuhan, what they're saying in the Wuhan wet markets, and people are eating bats that are contaminated with this virus.
That's a theory. Yeah.
That's another theory.
Yeah.
Who's to say how those bats got this virus? So that's where I'm at on that one.
Well, I mean, I'm sure animals don't really give a fuck about viruses or disease, so they just eat to survive.
Yeah, and
right?
they can't really.
So you don't know what these bats have eaten than whoever eats the bat and vice versa or whatever. I mean, it just goes on forever.
Say these bats are eating fruit or insects that have accidentally had weird bacteria, virus, space dust dusted on top of them.
Right, or just rotten that just combines with some sort of mineral that set it off.
And guys, you may think I sound really fucking stupid, but please watch that episode, Ancient Aliens, season 3, episode 7, and you'll get you like, oh shit. Well, that does sound pretty like it could happen.
Well, scientists are constantly finding different type of spores and little pieces of bacteria that connect with each other that blows up.
Yeah.
Right? The fact that the two of them came together made something that they go, oh, this is, then they give it to a rat and the rat's head explodes, right?
How do you think life started here on planet Earth anyways? There's a fucking meteor that came down to Earth when it was already in its creation period, and it had carbon on it. Carbon going into this weird atmosphere that created bacteria, and that's how we all grew.
Now, that's a theory, because obviously a lot of people would disagree with that one.
Just because people disagree with it doesn't always mean it's a theory. That's something that you can go to.
Well,
You can go to the Griffith Observatory. They have a whole exhibit about how and where life came from on Earth.
Talk to some nutty Christians, and they'll tell you that's all bullshit too.
Well,
but
science is science.
Well, I'm just saying, I'm staying way open-minded about all of it. Today's a great day for me to be perfectly open-minded about how this bacteria, because that's what a virus is.
No,
right?
A virus is a virus. Bacteria is a completely different organism.
Virus is a virus.
It's
not bacteria that somehow.
No, that's why there's a difference between bacterial infections and viral infections.
Interesting.
Viral infections are contagious and can be spread. Bacterial infections are through touch. It's something where you have to walk into a bacterial situation, get it on your skin, eat it, ingest it for the bacteria to grow. Viral in the air. Viral you can breathe it in.
Air.
Viral contaminates from person to person, whether you're 6 feet away or not.
Right. Now, in one of those theories, there's a government conspiracy going on that is in your list.
Okay.
Right?
There's a couple of them.
There's a couple of them, which are so interesting to me. Now, let's go straight to my theory, which is the dumbest one. But
okay.
Well, I mean, because I don't have anything to base it on. There's zero research. What mine is, the moment I heard this, I go, this is the universe telling humans to shut the fuck up.
Yeah.
And stop, we're fighting over nonsense, right? We're fighting over race, sexual orientation. We're fighting over nonsense, right?
Yeah.
So this is the universe going, no, not having it, guys. I'm going to throw this in, and now you guys don't need to fight over that anymore. Now you need to fight over toilet paper, I guess. But
well,
which is
Jesus Christ.
Yeah. I mean, you can go on forever on all the silly things, but I really feel it's like when you yourself gets humbled.
Yeah.
Right, when you think we'll just pick one, like if a boxer thinks he's the baddest motherfucker alive, he's impossible to get beat, and then someone comes in and puts a blast on you, humbles you.
Yeah.
I feel this is our human humble. We need to be humbled.
Yeah, and I think it's long overdue that we've had an actual epidemic that has spanned the globe and knocked out our population number. And that gets me to another conspiracy.
The overpopulation conspiracy?
Yeah, this one.
Okay, let's go.
It was sent to me by a good friend.
Let's go.
Lori. Lori says that his thoughts on this, just thoughts, is that COVID-19, aka coronavirus, was released out of a laboratory in China.
Yeah.
In order to help bring down the Earth's population of the elderly that we can no longer sustain here, or our governments can no longer sustain. Getting rid of the old people because we are now living to be 107, 108, 120 years old. The oldest man, I think, right now is like 124 years old on the planet.
Is that a fact?
Yeah, I think so.
Is he Asian?
I don't know. Look it up. You got
Usually
the computer right there.
it's Asian. Oh, nice. That's right.
Yeah, we got a computer in the room now, so we can start looking up all the bullshit that I
start
spew.
looking stuff
Because
up.
literally, sometimes, guys, I make stuff up, and I don't realize I'm making it up. It's just stuff that I've heard. I'm like, yeah, that's true.
I mean, what we need is just one guy to just sit here, just fact check everything.
Yeah.
And just be like, guys, no.
And we'll learn how wrong I am most of the time. But yeah, look up oldest person on the planet.
Boom, came straight up right when I put in O. The oldest person, ever. I don't want the oldest person ever. He is Asian. Verified man. His name is Jiromon Kimura. Oh, he died in 2013.
Okay.
But he was 116 years old.
Okay. See, I was wrong. That's still 116.
But I want to say who's the oldest
Now.
person living in 2020. Yeah. So.
And how do we even know? A lot of these people live up in the middle of nowhere.
Okay. Asian again. Female. Kane Tanaka.
You Japanese people, man. It's got to be all that seafood.
Okay. It is
117
years.
74 days.
So in 74 days, she'll be 117.
No, it says.
Is that what that means?
117 years old and 17 days.
74 days.
Or sorry, 74 days. I'm looking across here, and my eyes are getting.
And she looks pretty good. She looks like she's hanging in.
Right.
It's a nice old broad. So now Bunch, you may want to look at this guy. He's 103. And it's like, man, I don't know, man. I think if my dick stops working, just kill me. Fuck it.
Yeah, me too.
So, hey, you, stop it. No, but by then, man, I can't wait. If I'm 100, man,
imagine if you're 100 and you're still.
They're gonna be able to give me some bionic dick that I can just smash with.
Yeah, it's called a dildo.
Oh.
They already have those.
No, but one that like picks up stuff too. It's like a third appendage, and I'm like, Dick, get me a drink.
All of a sudden, you have an elephant trunk for a dick, bionic.
Here's what I got. Oh, look, y'all came in at the right time.
Hey guys.
I go, you came in at the right time, shorty. Here's what I got going. I'm gonna get a bionic dick with hands on it, and I'll be able to. It'll just go right. Sparrow, get down.
Sparrow, but sorry guys.
Hey, check it out. I got a mic for you too. If you guys want to sit in over there, man.
Climb in on the
because Tony didn't show up, so I got an extra mic hand. What are y'all talking about? We're talking
our conspiracy theories about the coronavirus.
Yeah, man. And then I veered off talking about my bionic dick.
Here, let me adjust this so I can get the third chair in there in the background.
Here we go. So we got in the conspiracies. You guys interrupted me talking about my bionic dick.
Well, let's introduce him to
how's your headphones? Good?
Skylar.
I'm good. I'm a little loud.
Oh, yeah, I'm a little loud.
Guys, go ahead and get on the mic and introduce yourselves real quick.
Hi, I'm Skylar.
Skylar.
What up?
Shorty Aguilar from Go Go Riot.
Woo-woo.
Sitting in.
All right.
Finally, get you on the podcast.
Yeah, right? What's up, Dick?
Every 3 years.
And this is a good one to get on, too, because I'm sober. You know what I mean?
Nope.
Cheers.
Like,
I'm sober and he's
I'm
drinking.
not drunk yelling at fucking Hans or something. What are you doing with your life?
So where we started off
So
with was
we ended up looking at the oldest Japanese man ever. He's 100, it's a woman, 117 years old.
Didn't she just die?
Not according to my Wikipedia
117
work here.
years old and 78 days.
Yeah,
Like that.
yeah, she's 117 years old.
74 days.
Yeah, Kane Tanaka. She looks pretty good, man. You know what I mean?
She looks like she's having a party. So like, yeah.
She's still hanging
she
in.
Looks
Right.
great, man.
Look, for 117,
It's gotta be all those
Being
omegas that they
Asian,
eat,
you
eating
know.
so
Out of
much
the house.
seafood.
being
Fuck,
Asian,
man.
but she's been Asian for a long time, right?
Yeah.
Right, survived twice.
So
as much.
she survived a lot of slaps from her husband, right?
The road.
I mean,
Survived the road
just
over
the-
and over again.
Just survived eating a ton of carbs.
500
Rice.
packs of cigarettes.
Lots of rice. You know
Rice.
what?
Gambling.
Rice has got low
Gambling.
cholesterol. They're
Gambling
good
at Bell
gamblers.
Gardens casinos.
Still got both their kneecaps.
Yeah.
Wait, that's a different Asian.
Cheers to you, Kane.
Kane,
Yeah.
we salute you.
Kane, cool name too. Kane Tanaka. I want that fucking name. That's awesome.
That is a cool
Definitely
name.
a bad
name.
All right, let's get back to your list.
All right. So where was I at? Oh yeah. So yeah, the elderly. What my buddy Lori was thinking, because on my Facebook page I asked people to send me their
Oh, Lori,
thoughts.
I know Lori.
Yeah.
What's up, bro?
They to send me their thoughts on what their theories are on how and why this virus is spreading so fast. And he said he thinks that the New World Order basically unleashed this virus in order to deplete our population of the elderly that our governments can no longer afford to take care of.
Right, which could have happened on its own anyway. Perfect cover.
Now,
It could have got
Just
too
wait.
cold and they'd all die.
Yeah.
You know?
but
Well, what do you think?
Every summer in Phoenix.
You think the government is able to control our weather?
back in the day, yes.
They're fucking it up. That's
I'm not
for
Corey
That's
Clark.
a whole
fucking it up.
different conspiracy theory.
But back in the day, people would die, at 50, right?
Yeah.
50 was old.
Yeah, and that's why they thought they're all, hey, Social Security isn't going to be needed because none of these fuckers are going to fucking use it. They're going to all be dead from heart
But
attacks.
now,
That was a
but-
utopian dream, though. Social Security home. As soon as I can't work anymore, I'm going to be fine.
Right?
Like, wait,
That'd be
what?
nice.
Sorry, so as soon as you can't work anymore, now everything's better for you? Is that how
They're like, I can't work.
It's not, but it comes out to like a lot of people are making $1,000 a month off of.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah,
all
Not
that's
those
having
it.
worked in
And
20
my grandparents, they put everything they had into their Social Security thinking I was going to be great and fine. No.
And then all
Yeah,
it goes
that's
is
what
to
it pass on.
medication to stay alive.
Right? The elderly sit there and live
Yeah.
in poverty, and that's why there's such a huge fucking homeless population of people who are over the age of 65.
Here we go. Statistic. Early 19th century, they lived to 40. Okay.
Jesus, really?
The ninth.
That's what I wanna
That's why
die,
the
it's
Spanish
fine.
flu
All
was
right.
like, oh wow,
yeah,
50 million people.
that's 100 years.
Now,
It was
here we go.
102 years old as yesterday.
Now
was
here we
the-
go.
the last
1900,
case.
the world average was 31 years old. You lived to 31. So that's why women were like, I don't want to be an old spinstress at 17.
In
I
19,
know
when?
kids at 12.
Yeah, they got kids at 12. Like their parents are. We haven't married you off yet, and she hadn't even grown pubes yet. Okay, so
19th century England was 40
here we go. That's
when they died.
here it is, and then 1950, okay, was 48. Just that wasn't even that long ago.
Wow.
That wasn't even long ago. The average. That's the average, though.
Yeah, these are all averages.
But they're also smoking, drinking, and just,
I know they're having fun.
such a funner life. You know what I mean? Like,
Didn't even wash their hands.
like
Right?
they didn't get.
But they all.
didn't give a
But
fuck.
how bad did all their clothes smell?
Have you seen the
Everything
photos of
smelled.
LA before the EPA?
I love it. I
You can
I saw a
see,
book with all
Mood.
the LA.
It's very moody.
like 50s, well not even that. The early generation, like way back when LA started. I mean,
Yeah.
it's not that old a city, but they've got the pollution was so far gone that even with that many people, a fraction of what we have out right now is just cloudy.
Yeah.
Cloudy with
It's
smoke
so
everywhere.
bad.
They're
Right.
like, oh, they're just dying of old age. They're dying of cancer from all the fucking pollution in their lungs. Like, no, it's old age at 54.
It's people smoking everywhere,
Southern
man.
California looked like Detroit, like just covered in smog and shit.
But
Now-
look how much it
I guess
bumped
that's
up
Beijing
though.
now, but
Look, so then just from 1950 was the average was 48 years old. Then go up to 2017, 72 years old.
Wow.
It got bumped up on an
But
average of
that's-
72 years old.
That is 67 years that it bumps up.
And most people are fucking unhealthy. They walk around
so we're saying like
obese as
this is a
fuck.
calamity set up that was gonna happen no matter what, or
Yeah.
that somebody else like tipped a domino over and was like, let's get it going.
No, I think that. I think
Well, that's what
they-
that's what that note
I
is
think
saying
that
right
the
there.
government,
That someone had
what
to do
he's saying
something.
is that our governments were not expecting us to start living so long, and so many advances in medical technology
So the
and
first thing was
sciences
they-
go up through the roof. Now people are living.
Yeah,
And
they
they're
raised
like,
the
we want
prices
to
on
make
everything
more,
to try
we
to
want to
limit
make
it.
more money on medication. We want to have Big Farm come in, like, giving all our fucking dollars, right? But, oh no, now we have to pay for these people to actually live because we offered them Social Security. Bye-bye Social Security. Bye-bye old people. You know?
Why can't we make our own medication?
You
'Cause it's
can,
illegal?
but you just know how to synthesize.
Other than it being illegal.
Never stopped me before, did it?
No. Yeah, but that's not medication. You're making drugs. I'm saying some medication.
There's no difference.
You know, like make some aspirin.
You have to figure
Yeah,
out what
go
the
chew
fuck
on
aspirin's
chew
made
on the
out of.
bark of an aspen tree. There you go. Or aspirin tree, not aspirin tree. It says a willow
Willows.
something bark, willow bark.
Either way, why are we just having that here? You know, let's just plant all that shit. Let's get what we need.
Lack of education.
Yeah.
Nobody knows what the. I didn't even know what fucking aspirin came
We
from.
got to be able to look that up.
It
I
comes
mean,
from tree
chemists
bark.
are making, you know,
I know that.
all of a sudden, look at the weed that they're coming up with, and you know, meth. I mean, that's still chemistry.
Look at meth.
Look at
Look
meth.
at meth.
Just
Coming
look at
so
meth.
I mean,
Look at what it could do for 12 hours. You're like,
You're like, oh, I'm very
Describes
productive,
the
and then I
meth.
become not productive.
I mean,
but
meth
need
is a
more.
horrible example, but what I'm saying is that
It's an
why
example.
why can't we make it? I don't understand. You know,
We can. We'll
You
die.
can, yeah. There are many people who do, and that's why they're called chemists, and they do it in labs for money.
I need a chemist as a friend, a good one,
Breaking
man.
Bad.
Yeah.
That can just smash.
Okay, Walter White.
Just be
not
like-
a dangerous one, a good one.
No, I'm not even saying to sell it. I'm saying to take it. Like, hey, bro, I need a couple aspirin. Hook me up. Oh, I got you, man.
Yeah, give me 5
Yeah,
minutes.
just regular pharmaceuticals too. He's like,
It's,
I feel
Alchemist. You need an
allergies coming on.
Alchemist.
I
need-
need some Benadryl.
He's like, let me make you. I got Benadryl right back here.
Yeah, like, hey, man, I'm getting my tooth done. I need a couple Vikes. Hook me up.
He's like, oh, I just
Yeah,
made
that
a
might
fresh-
go wrong
made a
really
fresh
quickly.
batch.
Yeah, be like if Shorty was doing. Be like, hey, Shorty, hey, I'm bored. Can I get a couple perks? Why don't you make those fresh for me?
Yeah,
Perk me up.
we have a couple. We have a couple months in front of us too, kids, that are gonna get pretty boring.
So we definitely need drugs to get us through these days,
So
man.
I have a personal theory with all this too, though. Like the street pharmacists are gonna be making some mad cash on shit going on with people being bored as
Oh,
fuck.
Ooh,
at
We're going to the
home.
barter system for sure. Fuck the cash.
Yeah.
You know what, man?
Like,
Am I not the only one that's
You
kinda,
got olives? I need olives.
Like,
Okay,
I need
here's a
pasta
pill.
real
Yeah,
bad.
Yeah. My neighbor's
I was
like,
just telling
ew.
her, I was like, I could cook. Everybody bought all this shit at the store. They don't know what the fuck to do with it.
Nobody knows
Right.
how to cook.
I'm gonna be super fucking popular pretty soon.
My neighbors that
very
come over here be
hungry.
like, Ian, I'll trade you some ketchup for some noodles.
Oh God,
I go,
ketchup
you know what?
is gonna be.
Deal, son. Give me that
There is no
ketchup.
ketchup.
But no, I don't buy
everywhere.
noodles because I make zoodles instead.
I'd be like-
We're fucked. But all the produce, like people aren't touching the produce
No,
because
like-
apparently nobody wants to carry those hand germs. I'm like, I'm gonna be queen of the vegetables. Fuck
my
you
boy
guys.
Juan
Soak in
already
vinegar.
sold a bag of chicken that he bought. He bought 4.
Oh, yeah.
Didn't need one.
And he sold it.
Oh,
Sold
he
it,
didn't
sold
need
it.
4
That's a
bags
hustler
of
right
chicken?
there.
Wow.
Instead of just giving it away.
Realized that he didn't need 4. He only needed.
Instead of just
3.
giving the chicken away, he's like,
But
I'll sell it.
did he sell it or did he like? He's all. I got this
Did he
for
make a profit?
$5.
Did he make a profit?
Yeah.
So he
of
bought it
course.
for 5 and sold it for
Yeah,
8?
he's a
20 bucks,
jerk.
$20 for that. Like,
I love that.
Jerk.
Wasn't his idea. Obviously, if somebody else.
If
did
someone
It's his
said,
wife's idea.
I want-
He's
I-
all, make some money.
I'll
I'm.
give you $20 for that. You're like, yeah, of course.
yeah.
Why not?
All right, give me next on the list. Here
All
we
right,
go.
next on the list.
Also, don't
Let me
forget
see.
about me later. Remember, I got you that chicken.
Remember, I got you that
Adrian,
chicken.
I'm very hungry.
Let me
All right, here we go.
see. The toilet paper shortage. Is it real or just a ploy to pit us against each other as U.S. citizens so that it weakens us? And when our economy bounces back, the New World Order takes over because they're the new power and we all hate each other.
Oh,
Very severe idea. But
Hold on.
I get it,
I
I
got
get it.
lost. What?
Okay.
How does
The
toilet paper have to do with
not
that?
just toilet paper, but all the shortages of all the different groceries. Like you see.
She's saying like throw a fucking treat into a dog pen.
Yeah.
Okay.
And
so
then
that,
one
so that
person.
when we do get out of it, we're very aggressive.
And then one person comes in with all the treats to make everything better, and now we all bow down to him, and they're our master.
Okay.
I just posted that
Woof.
Did you?
like fucking yesterday. That's all it is. That's all it is.
Did we talk about this earlier?
Fucking ruin everything and then be like, I got it. I fixed it.
Yeah.
So
Check it out.
Ruin it yourself and then fix it yourself.
He's a
That's-
great candidate, but I fixed it. Here you go.
Right.
I got this for you. Want
yeah,
it?
yeah,
You want it?
that's a big thing amongst anti-Trump supporters and anti-Bernie people. Like they're both saying,
Everybody.
"Oh, you're just gonna come
Just
in and
everyone.
try to
It's an
fix
actual race
everything."
now, finally.
Yeah.
It's a
So
real race.
This disease actually made it to where this virus made it to where there is a real chance that something physically with us as humans happening. Somebody can come in and give us the fucking golden ticket, and then all of a sudden, you are the new Hitler that all of the fucking countries bow down.
What if
to.
they're all in on it? Everybody
They
run.
are all
what if,
in on
no,
it.
everybody running.
Yeah, that's obvious.
Check it out.
already.
Yeah.
Because they could have told us from day one, don't take all the toilet paper.
They're all standing in this.
They could have told you.
They could have
from
told
day
you
You
day
know-
one, hey, it's gonna get worse. Don't take all the
You
toilet
know
paper.
what? But the
Everyone
thing
was
is that we
okay.
should have followed. Like we should have.
Also, you don't need it.
What's stupid is that in
Well,
China,
eat a little
and,
healthier, and you won't have to fucking wipe
in
so
China,
much. Man.
in China, Japan,
I want
and-
all this frozen food.
that's gonna be a bunch of burnt ass
I
assholes.
picture all these guys, Bernie and
shower.
everybody, just hanging out at this eyes wide shut fucking party,
Right,
and they're all
yeah.
hanging out. You know what I mean?
Now they're
They got
getting back on
masks
topic.
and then they're like,
It's like
eh,
all this amazing food in the
yeah,
middle.
and then
toilet paper
yeah, and then
everywhere.
Trump was like, "Hey guys, I got an idea. So check this out."
Perfect. It's perfect.
And he came up with the idea
So check this out.
because at the eyes wide shut party
be
they forgot
great.
to put teepee in the bathroom, man.
He's mad.
And so they
Flashing out.
and then he comes out and he goes, "Guys, I got a great idea, right? Why they're all getting their dicks sucked by a bunch of chicks that want to be actresses, right?" And then he's like, and then so Trump comes floating out of there. He's like, "Guys, I got a great idea. After you're done with your blowjobs, I'll tell you, right?" And then it's like, and then Bernie's like, he's like, "Yeah, man, I'm in, right? So we'll take away all the teepee, and then we'll bring it back, and now we got a race, and then it'll be televised. We'll all make a fucking killing, man." Right? That's how I see it. Right?
I've never wanted stocks and groceries more in my life.
And then they
Right?
all
It's
blow a
going-
load,
About Sprouts every
and
morning.
then they're in the same.
We're getting back on topic now. Yeah.
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 Definitely.
Yeah, it's gonna be huge.
Okay, hers
My
came from
hands are
space.
small, but
Yeah.
it's huge.
We got the eyes wide shut theory. We got the Marvel style one.
I got the theory where they're
Superhero
all
one.
in on it, man. They're all high fiving while
I
they're.
didn't hear the resolve on Jenna's though.
Okay.
I don't know what happens after the aliens make contact.
These are all just separate theories.
Oh, I got the zombie one. I already know.
I want to hear.
Hold
your
on.
zombie one.
Wait,
Yeah,
let's
we
go down the
gotta
list.
go to yours. Yeah.
Let's
Oh,
go
we're
down the
going through
list,
all of
and then
mine?
we'll all go to our personal fucking dumb theories.
Quick, let me think
Okay,
of one.
I've gone-
My shit's perfect.
I've gone through
Oh, your
three of
shit's
them
true.
now.
Yeah, right. You know it's
Oh,
true.
okay.
Because
This
I know.
one-
This one was
not
given.
usually wrong.
This is not about the virus in particular and it happening now, but this is something that Trump did today or was reportedly done today. By my buddy Chris sent this to me.
Yep.
So Germany confirms that Trump tried to buy a firm working on the COVID-19 virus vaccine and keep it only for the U.S.
Yeah,
Sounds about right.
If we started it.
Is that capitalism? I'm not sure.
Yeah. Oh, so apparently, there's been other sources that say no. There were many different firms that are working on the vaccine right now, and Trump held a meeting with some of the top with some of the top firms all coming in, and him saying, "Well, I want to buy that from you." But they
Of course,
refused
'cause
to
that's
say
just-
that they wanted it only for the U.S. But this is from a German newspaper saying this is what.
Oh, we're
this
gonna believe the
company is
Germans?
saying.
Well, I'm saying you could
Yeah.
guess and it'd
Remember
probably
those
be true.
guys?
Yeah, fuck that, man. I believe in the Germans.
So let's
They
go
have
down
a bad track record.
They have
Yeah.
a horrible track record.
all over the world.
Not enough
too.
dead yet.
They're all over the
Oh,
world.
don't
There's
you
a
drive
reason
a
why
BMW?
Argentina doesn't have any cases
just
of this
mad.
yet.
Why is that?
My God, because that's where all the Nazis.
That's where all the
fled
Nazis
to.
ran to.
Oh, you're fucking right.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
And so Argentina, they're free and clear. See, I knew it, man.
As of
Last
so
on
far.
the list.
You
They're
knew
last
it?
on the list. They got the privy.
I knew
Yep.
it was the Nazis.
Also, probably nobody wants to go there right now. So.
You know.
Again,
Yeah.
Marvel again. Definitely always goes back
you
to
guys
the
are
Nazis.
you guys are definitely saying everything dealing with Marvel
So you're
comics.
saying
Or
it's
Indiana Jones.
Still Nazis. Yeah.
Do 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 do.
Okay.
Came from the sky.
All right, that's the
Did we
last on my
reference
list
the
though.
Soviets earlier?
Okay.
Yeah.
But yeah, so
Ching, ching, ching.
So these are some. I would really
Hammer and
like
sickle
to
party.
after we post this, when we post this on our threads, I would really like to hear other people's opinions on some of these.
Oh, and don't fight with each other, you
Yeah,
weirdos.
But that has been the joy of my day to day. To actually, I posted these. I'm like, "What's your opinion?" And then to hear and watch people go full on political, gonna bomb on your ass left and right. I'm
Look,
like, really, guys?
Look, I'm gonna tell you
I
guys.
asked for your.
I'm gonna tell you
ideas.
guys is. You don't really know. You're not there.
Nobody knows.
It's
Nobody
all
will ever
it's all
know.
theories. Relax, guys. We can have a discussion with a disagreement. Okay, you don't have to hate on your own fucking friend. All of a sudden, you know, like it's weird if somebody's like a Bernie supporter. Now you can't hang out with them anymore. Like, relax, pal. Or a Trump supporter. You can't hang out with them. Somebody thinks differently. Relax,
Did
you
you
weirdo.
like them before you knew their politics?
You fucking
If you liked
sissies.
them before you knew their politics, then what's it matter?
But anyways, it is true. People are fighting, man. You've seen those videos where people are fighting over toilet paper and stuff, and they're fighting over a hand
It's happening
sanitizer.
hardcore. In
I mean,
fucking
I've been out on
Costco.
Black Friday before. It's
I mean, I'm not saying they're all Southern. I'm not saying it.
No,
I've been to
this
a
is
Jonas
happening-
Brothers concert. I'm
Okay,
familiar.
so on Friday afternoon in my hometown, Santa Clarita,
Let me down.
there were 6 squad cars pulled out with 2 cops each in each squad car, sent to the Costco. To Costco. People lined up all the way down the block, fighting over fucking toilet paper and bottled water.
Well, I guess
Full-on
if you got
fist
kids,
punches.
man.
That's bullshit.
If
See,
you
they
got
don't fight
kids.
in Texas because they sell ammo at those stores.
Because they got guns, baby.
They just
Yeah.
go like this.
You go to Walmart, they sell guns
Yeah,
there, and
they're all
everybody's in a good
"Brr-brr."
fucking mood when they're gonna go get their
If
ammo.
someone wants to fight me over toilet paper, I'll just give it to them. You know what I
You're
mean?
like, obviously your ass.
you need it way more than I do. If
I
you
just
want
want
to
to
fight
touch
me.
my face
If
so
you-
bad, but we're not allowed to.
I wear eyelashes. I'm like, oh,
I think
Yeah.
you can't overthink, though. I mean,
listen. Eventually, this was what we started it out with: is that eventually 90% of our population is going to get it. It is going to spread like a virus.
We're not smart enough to cut it.
He
Like,
probably already had it. Remember when he was super sick?
Yeah, I was super sick too, and then he was sick for a while too. We probably all have had it,
I'm
and
sick
then
now.
it's gone. So
Cough in this general direction. I'd like to
I
build
ju-
immunity.
I just got over it.
Eventually, people are just gonna start having like COVID-19 parties, like they did fucking with kids with chickenpox. Like, oh, we're gonna get all our kids with chickenpox to play together, like all at
them
one
all
time.
COVID.
Then it's gone.
Yeah.
You know, so
They'll
fuck
be
it.
fine. They're 8 years old.
The thing that we have to worry about is
Was that a
like,
thing? Did I miss that? Is that?
Oh,
is
you
that-
didn't
yeah,
have a
it's
chicken
totally a
pox
thing.
party?
You've never been to a
Oh.
chickenpox party?
When
I said
my
the
sister
same
got
thing.
the chicken pox, my mom made her go in my room, lay in my bed, rub herself
Yep.
all over my pillows. I got it way more
And
mild
that-
than my sister. She got it twice.
Yeah, see, my brother got it twice. I got it really bad,
Oh, I got it
and so
mildly
and
worse.
I've been I work with children and elderlies. I've been around fucking chickenpox left and right, and I haven't gotten it since then. My brother though had 2 mild cases, and I'm really worried when his son gets it because like you're gonna get it again.
So we're saying there is a sadistic solution to mass
Oh yeah, no.
viral
when,
spreading.
when that happens, like moms actually do a phone chain and go, "Hey, so just warning you, my kid has got chickenpox, and you guys were just playing together
Right, so how
like
about
2
this?
days ago."
Sensationalize the
Okay.
toilet paper. We don't need the fucking toilet paper. We need the food.
Yeah.
Exactly.
But how many shits are you gonna take in a week? We need 2 weeks of being at home to
I'll
cut the
take a
virus.
dump and jump in the shower. Man.
If you
I know,
stayed,
we're all stuck at home anyway.
if you stayed at home
just
for
like
2
sex.
weeks,
Wash your asses.
You know, take
Jump
a
in the shower
yeah. When you
afterwards.
dump on her stomach, jump in the shower.
And then just make sure she pees afterwards.
Not ever
seriously,
happening.
can't do a kid right now. It's a crisis.
Like, damn it, that's a lot of water we're wasting after that one.
Well, we're not having a water issue.
Okay,
We're
so
having
let's say like sensationalize that, get everybody fucking fighting and beefing, right?
Yeah.
And
Okay.
then
No,
Yeah,
keep
we
going.
can't do it. We
Yeah,
gotta go back, we
please,
gotta go
please.
back.
No, you have the
going.
floor. Go ahead, please.
Here.
Please.
It's too complex. I lost it.
What
It's
else?
too complex.
Holy shit.
All right, so like
Oh yeah, apparently.
No, well,
sensationalize the toilet paper,
Yeah,
so
she
everybody
did
has to
speed
come
it
out.
up.
Everybody has to come out.
right.
You didn't need to come out last week. You could say, hey, next time you go to the store, fuck off for a little bit. Don't come in. Don't come out for 2 weeks.
Right.
Don't go to the bar. Don't go do your usual shit. Stay the fuck away from Starbucks for 2 weeks, and you'll see the virus wave past when it's leaving. You know, and that's it. But if you take away something stupid like that, and they're like, "Oh my god," and you're like, "How fast do you think we could sell all the toilet paper in the country?" And they're like, 2 days.
Yeah.
Like, so everybody in the country will see each other and touch each other in 2 days. That'd be the fastest way to spread
Well,
it, right?
it's
Yep.
so
Yeah,
silly
they're, like,
because this
trying
has
to
been an
spread it.
issue in
Now I'm going out every day
Australia
looking
since
for it.
December.
Yeah,
I'm
this has
fucking
been
Book
going
of
on for
Eli
like
right now.
3.5
That was her,
months.
dude. Yeah.
What did I do?
We're scared last week.
Oh,
We
just
started washing our hands last week.
searching for stuff,
Oh yeah, no, that's me. I'm the
Creepy.
scavenger.
I'm like, I don't give a fuck,
just
man.
to try
I'll
to
wipe my
find
ass with a leaf.
something.
Paying
You
fucking
know?
security guards at the grocery store to tell me when the fucking trucks are coming and shit like that.
Yeah, they come at 6 a.m.
No, 1 a.m. for Vons.
3 a.m. for Rock and
Yeah,
Roll
but-
Ralph's.
But,
Oh, you
but
can't
those
get
aren't.
in.
But
But
the
they
stores.
closed.
No, we were
They
there
closed
at
it.
2:45 and they were 11.
That was their first day of shutting their doors. Now they're 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. only.
So, guys, let me ask you
Yeah,
something.
so people are lined up
So now you're
around
in
the
line.
corner at 6 in the
Guys,
morning.
do you think internet's going to go down?
Yes.
That's what I'm
Talking
saying.
about that.
Utilities shouldn't get touched. If they do, something's fucking wrong.
Yeah, no,
Yeah,
that's
no.
that's literally New World Order
I'll
shit.
go
They're
work-
waiting for
I'll go
us
work
to
for
fucking
the fucking
die.
water company and do all the jobs and be virally sick and be fine.
Let me
I'll
ask you
buy a
something.
I'm not gonna
walkie-talkie
fucking
right
die.
now.
If the
I'll get
internet
sick and I
goes
won't
down,
die.
I mean, how many times do you have a hard time getting the gas guy to show up on time to get back? He's like, I was here. Like,
Right.
They don't deal with
So
anybody.
that's how you know it's bullshit. If we get to that point where they start cutting utilities and you're like, really?
Mm-hmm.
For something that's not fucking fatal or terminal?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That
Really?
You can literally just stay at home.
well,
for.
the drinking water became an issue. A lot of people were thinking that, right? That
Why?
it could get in our drinking water.
They're probably putting more bleach in our drinking water. My skin
Right.
has been so dry. It's
Yeah,
all this
yeah.
hand washing, but like
Like, if anything, that
real.
bleach is going to ruin your
They are
insides if you
upping
drink
the
I
it.
mean,
Chlorine,
yeah, I wouldn't worry
whatever.
about your skin, more of
Like,
your
dude,
stomach lining.
There's way more gross shit around us all the time.
you can still get fucking tuberculosis more likely than you'll probably get this.
Yeah,
disease.
dude, the homeless
But
community.
what happened to all of it? Like,
Like,
what happened to bird flu, mad cow disease, all the other ones, right?
They just
swine
stopped.
Flu.
It just
Yeah,
stopped.
they stopped.
Like, it just stops.
No,
I
people
read
still.
all this on SARS, on the first SARS.
SARS.
SARS
Okay.
2. So
Tell
this
us
was,
what is SARS.
This was called SARS 2.
Yeah.
When they started the COVID one, it was being labeled as a SARS re-outbreak. The first one happened in a country that could limit it really fast, and everybody fucked off and stayed home. They're like, yeah, I don't need to go out tonight. Why not?
Yeah.
And that was it. So
Also,
before,
It's like
It's
one
like-
night, and everybody's like, yeah, no, we'll stay home.
yeah,
It
one
was
night.
also
no,
like
just
what, like 15 years ago to like 12, 13 years ago.
yeah,
So it's
02 or
Well, that was the
something.
first SARS.
So it broke
And
out
this
like
is-
I don't know, fucking Taiwan area or some shit like that, and the neighboring countries all were like, yeah, cool, I'll stay home, and it was that easy because they were like taken care of. If they needed something, the government might actually provide
I
it,
bet
whether
you
it's a strong
secretly.
government or not.
I bet you secretly, my loser friends with no job, pretty stoked about this.
Oh yeah, they're like, yeah.
It's a great
everybody's losers
excuse.
now.
It's a great excuse.
I decided I'm finally gonna watch
know.
Game of Thrones. I haven't watched it yet, but if
It's a great time.
I don't
That's
watch
a
the
I
Sci-Fi
great
Network.
time.
I've
Yeah.
only seen season.
Don't
6
do it. You're
season
too
finale.
smart for that. Forget it. Leave it alone.
No. Shut
Leave it
up.
alone.
You don't want to
It's
know
my
this, Ray.
favorite show.
Is
I
it?
drink and I know things.
Like I don't know, paint or read or something. I don't know.
I already do that.
Or
It's so
not read
boring.
audiobooks. Listen to audiobooks.
Yeah, but-
Reading is such a waste of time.
But you paint while you're listening to audiobooks.
Paint, read, and then you can watch Game of Thrones about these fucking dragons. And like, I'm the only one that doesn't like the show
You really you
in
don't
the
even-
world. Oh, you, Shorty? See, I knew we were boys.
I don't watch the Sci-Fi Network. I'm not into it.
See,
It's not. It's
HBO,
HBO,
homie.
dummy.
It's that porn.
see how
site you
mad
like.
they get? It's funny when
Yeah,
they,
yeah.
they get like mad. Like if someone,
So mad.
I've never seen it, and I'm already like,
I know,
I love
like
it.
you're,
Fuck you.
it's like if someone was like, if
I
so,
can't wait to find out who rules the country.
like if someone was like, you know,
Although
I hate
the
boxing.
finale
I'd be like,
sucks.
okay, cool.
I'm not happy with it. Finale sucks. But I'm going back and listening to all the books right now. So yeah.
well, fine,
That's what
then
it
I
is.
guess I'll just watch. Breaking
Okay,
Bad
so
again.
you're done with your theories.
See, I can't get into Breaking Bad. So there you go.
So you're done with your theories. Okay. Now, what about all the theories people were leaving online on your page?
You know, I had so
Did you
many.
read those?
I literally had. I posted it twice on two different threads, and I had over 300 comments.
Okay.
I just didn't have time to go through everybody's fucking bullshit. And then but I'm sitting there watching everybody fighting back and forth about stuff. I was really
that's
up
the
for
best
that.
part. Just start liking everything.
I'm so
Keep it going, guys. Thanks.
All right, thank you guys for entertaining me today because
seriously.
we've been stuck at home.
You just blew my page the fuck up. Thanks.
well. Someone comments on it. It's like my mother just died of it. You're all like, scroll down.
Yeah, there needs to be a gap.
Yeah, you got to read the thing. You
Out
know?
of respect, gap down a little bit and like a couple
or
further
Yeah.
down.
you give the cryy face and the prayers and thoughts.
Oh,
Oh, yeah.
please.
Cut and
So
paste.
stupid.
With
But
no
you know
phone
what?
call?
You know what?
Yeah.
Now that's the only way we can actually express to people that we have them in our thoughts and prayers.
phone
'Cause
call.
we can't if we don't have their number.
I think she means emojis.
Oh.
we have to talk
Oh.
through
Instead of just
emojis to
text.
people.
I send dick pics. That's not
Internet
to cheer you up.
Yeah, I care. So
Thinking of you.
Thinking of
But
you.
it's completely limp. There's nothing fun about it.
Yeah, I'm sad too.
That's compassion. That's real compassion.
Sad about how sick you are.
Yeah, look how there's no stem. Look at it. If you can get a sound effect that goes along with the picture. Oh, it's terrible.
Or like a deflating balloon, like.
Now, do you think there's people that are like? I think a lot of people are excited about this thing, though. Would you agree?
I mean,
Yeah.
we're laughing about it.
I mean, no, like I'm serious. There's some, I think some people, it's definitely not business owners. I can tell you that, right? Business owners got to be killing,
Yeah,
right?
There's people that aren't coming back.
Like I want
can already tell you.
I want to hear your thoughts, man. Like
Yeah,
this is a
I
killer,
can tell
right?
you, there's a lot of people not coming back.
This is a killer.
For sure. We've got like, I mean, everybody's set up a little bit differently. So there's different reasons that they
Right.
might come back just fine. But, I mean, there's a ton of fucking businesses that can't lose a single weekend.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, my salon. My salon is staying
yeah.
open until we get told no.
Right.
Yeah.
I mean, we're very safe. Like the salon's full of chemicals, and you work with bleach all day, so it's fine. But
Right.
Yeah.
For real.
The general idea of like bartending used to be like glamorous almost,
Mm-hmm.
They're like, you make a ton of cash, fucking you're right in the middle of it every night, just a fucking party. You're like, yeah, I kind of have to hustle for fucking 8 maybe 12 hours
Yeah.
a day. And then you get to the new economy where everybody's like, oh, you're making even more money. It's like, in relative, no,
Yeah,
not so much. I used to have $5,000 in my sock drawer
Make-
at all times.
You make more money now. You
That's not
have
happening now, and I'm at the top of
bigger
my
rent.
career.
Yeah.
And I've got less in my
It's
sock
called
drawer.
peaking.
Yeah,
Peaking is
right.
the word.
I'm still
called
I'm still on the way
plateauing.
up. Still on the way up.
Oh, sorry. I'm all. There's a whole different
It's a
meaning for
steep
peaking.
climb.
with
It's
me.
called just surviving.
Girl, we'll get to that.
Well, no, I mean I might be hand to mouth, but my habits cost $5,000.
But
that's a
what's
problem.
I mean, what's your bar doing?
So, but there's
Really?
okay. So I've got like maybe 30 employees I need to look after. Try to provide some kind of hourly for the next check that we will get, and then the bosses and I have to figure out how to get that check out because there's not any income from now to then.
Yeah.
So we generate that money, make sure that this check and the next one happen, and then on top of that, try to provide them with work. If work gets closed, there's nothing to do.
But even say you are open, people aren't going out. It's just
It's bottlenecking a little bit. The people that feel safe coming out are traveling in packs, like that are smaller couples.
Yeah.
Couples are going out and they're passing by places, and they would
That was us
usually
this weekend.
go by you and be like, "That's dead," and they jog on. And
Mm-hmm.
now they're passing by and they're like, "Oh look, we can sit where nobody's next to us."
Yeah.
And they come in. Now they want food from us for at least the last few days before we get shut down.
Yeah, because I was gonna ask you, like, Garcetti did that whole thing, like bars and
It's
all
a suggestion
bars
so
and-
far, but
is it just suggestion?
The ordinance is coming.
Yeah,
That's for
it's
sure.
coming. It has to be coming, and
Yeah.
because they're already talking about how it's gonna hit the fucking restaurants.
So SBE closed all their nightclubs last week on Wednesday.
yeah.
Every fucking nightclub that they have. That's huge. But they were like, they offered their employees minimum wage in the meantime
Oh, that's nice.
to be at home, which
Yeah.
is for a bartender that's making
That is
somewhere.
nice. Yeah.
That's nothing though.
If a bartender's
But
making
it's
$20
better
an hour
than
at a bad job or $80 an hour at a fucking dope job, that $15
Yeah, it's
usually is
nothing.
an
It's
addition
gonna
to that.
compromise their lifestyle,
But it's-
Yeah,
for sure.
and if you're hand to
Yeah.
mouth as a bartender, then now we're like, okay, how is this gonna
Got
work?
kids,
Yeah,
man.
right.
Right,
Oh,
They-
rough.
they do have kids, fucking
Yeah.
several of them.
Yeah.
I
several of
heard
mine.
somewhere that there was like a thing that was sent out that landlords cannot evict you for not being able to pay rent.
Yeah.
Yeah,
The package
there
that
was
they
a
put
whole
out. That.
stimulus
Fuck
package
that.
where they're
I don't
doing
believe in that.
shit too.
So the bill went out. I don't know what happened since then, but that was like 3 or 4
Because
days
landlords
ago.
still got to pay.
So they said that
Maybe
the
they'll fucking waive the landlords.
eviction proceedings are a function of the sheriff's office.
See, now we're talking.
So they're saying we're not going to proceed with any evictions. And they said they're not going to turn off utilities due to non-payment. The bills are still going to come in.
Really?
And
I just paid my
this
bills. I
didn't
shouldn't have done that, huh?
Didn't get voted on either.
Should have waited.
No, keep on paying the bills, baby, because when it comes
just paid
back
that
and all
DWP
this is
bill,
done,
man.
when all this
gonna
is
be
done,
fat.
it's gonna be a big fat fucking bill.
My brother's texting me from Manhattan right now. They're closing all the bars in New York tomorrow.
Whoop-a.
Oop. It's
Whoop.
coming because we're the second largest
We're
in
right
that situation.
behind
Yeah,
them, yeah.
we're right behind them.
I mean, we're more spread out.
Yeah.
So I do food service, so I've got a little leeway, at least a couple extra days. But then so John and I were talking tonight,
We're gonna open this place up 24
John, the
hours,
owner
man.
Of St.
That's why
Felix
we're
out
here.
there on
I'll
Cahuenga
work.
in
Let's
Hollywood.
just close it in,
We
man.
didn't come over here for the
I'll be the
podcast.
door girl.
Let's do it.
So
Right?
we've
We've already been saying that to
But we've got
bands.
food.
You're like, well, our show's canceled. We're like,
An
come over here.
official
We all
got-
jam together.
We've got hand to
That's
mouth.
what we are anyways.
We've got hand to mouth staff. We've got food that's gonna perish, and then we've got frozen food beyond that. If the whole thing goes to shit and we can't really provide for everybody, we're gonna make sure that everybody's fed.
Yeah.
So there's at least
Now,
a little bit. We've got
Lem-
a week or two.
let me
2
ask
weeks, 3
something.
weeks.
Let me ask something. And this
And
is what I
and
told
there's always hot
Jenna.
dogs. You know.
This is what I told Jenna. Now, you guys
Hot dog
have
butter.
people that know you personally. What if you just sent out stuff like, "Hey, we're gonna lock the doors, and it'll just be like a VIP, and people come in, and you lock the fucking doors.
Yeah, you
and,
come
and
in
you
and you're
still
having your
sell, you
private
still sell
friends there.
booze, you still have your
Well, it has to do with how much space you have between people because the whole like coughing and the shit being able to.
no.
Well, no. If it becomes if it becomes law,
No. If it becomes law where they like you have to close down. Now, me
House
as
parties,
me
I
as a
guess.
well, no. Say I own St. Felix. Say I own it. I would be like, and they're forcing me to close down. I go, yeah, I'll close down. And then I'd be sending out mass emails going, we're doing VIP stuff with locked doors, but email me to come in.
Yeah, only our friends.
Only our friends, so we can still make something.
right? Somebody's
Right.
gonna be
It's
like,
also
so you
gonna
just
do.
want your friends to get sick, nobody else. You
You're
know?
like, yeah, dude.
Well, then
it's
I'd be
fine.
like, you know what? Suck my dick, bitch. You ain't my
Also,
friend no
all
more.
my friends
Also,
are healthy
again-
as fuck.
Like, I'm trying to make a living,
it's
son.
fucking chickenpox party. Fuck
Right.
you
So
guys.
this is what I'm going back to. This is what I keep circling back to.
But you're talking if it's that bad though. Like I feel.
Well, that's what I'm saying. I keep going back to it. I'm
Right.
like, the fact is, it's not that bad. If you're us and you were pretty fucking sure you'd survive just getting sick,
Yeah. Now you're saying that as somebody who hasn't lost anybody, so people have been dying.
Yeah, see, my
you know.
issue is
people
like
have died,
My,
Yeah.
and
my,
I know that I'm not around
issue-
anybody that's delicate. You know what I mean?
but my dad though, my dad has diabetes. He has chronic lung disease and he's overweight, dealing with heart issues.
Then he needs to stay inside and get a friend.
Right.
Exactly. No, I can't go see my father.
Right, so your job is to
I
stay
also
away,
I
yeah.
also work in my day job. I work with children and elderly people.
Then you leave it at the
Right.
door, put gloves on, buy him some groceries,
Even
whatever.
that.
and then-
Exactly.
Just
yeah,
breathing
it's
around
just-
it's even better.
Exactly.
Sorry, I'll FaceTime you.
Yep.
Thank God we have
So-
this magic.
And being ahead of the
Yeah.
curve, you have
yeah,
to be in front of
but
the
right now,
information.
even Postmates, like those
Yeah, they have
people
like
are.
a whole regiment where you have to like come outside and grab the stuff and like.
Yeah, no, see, exactly. So they're asking people to order shit. It's still hand to hand like this is from my hand.
You know,
to your
like
hand.
like Postmates and stuff. Is Postmates still that thing? And
Yeah, it's pretty wild
Uber.
that you can't even like touch things. Like it's just like
We're just so, but I get it for the next 2 weeks. Like what they're trying to do is to have the virus. The virus is going to hit us anyways, but instead of having it spike so quickly and leave all the hospital beds like unavailable and people just dying in the streets, they're trying to make it spread out over time.
Yeah.
It's going to
See,
happen.
the
for all of us.
hospitalization is what we can't do.
yeah.
It's not
Yeah.
gonna fucking kill everybody that touches
But
the
people,
hospitals.
but
cannot do it.
they can't take
No
the
way.
amount of elderly and immune deficient people that are going to end up being there
Yeah.
at a mass amount.
I was
at a
listening
quick
to it on the
amount,
radio,
like
like-
amount rate.
Just the ventilators that they need, they usually stock more than they need. And if a hospital needs 40 of them, they have a little bit extra, and they know where to borrow or rent if they need to, or purchase. And in this instance, the places that they rent from also rent to everybody else. Places that they purchase from also purchase to everybody else. So like, it would be a fluke if we had enough production that could actually supply all those in the hundreds instead of the 20s and 30s. you know?
Right.
Like that's,
well, I mean, it's
hospitalization's gonna fail if it does break like big.
Yep.
but and what's funny here's what's weird too. Okay, right when I turn on Netflix last night to go to bed, Outbreak is the first.
Well, that's because that's
movie
what
to come
that's
up.
the first thing that's on
Boom.
everyone's mind. So that's
Boom.
like they're looking.
That's why they're
look-
Netflix.
They're all. I want to watch 28 Days Later. I want to watch Contagion. I want to watch.
yeah,
all,
do your
so,
research,
okay.
man.
Oh, that's the research?
Hollywood.
Kidding?
Hollywood is the.
Okay,
how many
so on
things
to
has
zombies.
Hollywood fucking called out?
That's gonna put out. That's gonna put out mass hysteria, man.
Right.
Another one?
Yeah, Contagion's still fucking
Contagion.
killing. They're
That
still
that was
killing.
like number one on our Netflix. They all.
What is it? I don't even know what that is.
Contagion's killing.
That's the Matt Damon one.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know that one.
Matt Damon.
Matt Damon. Team America. Sorry.
I don't know.
So
any
here's
of
the
that
zombie theory. All right, you ready? All
Matt Damon.
right. COVID-19 is garbage. It's not lethal. It's not terminal. It's dangerous.
It's not wiping people
Right.
out.
Very
the way
dangerous for sure for some people. I think Trump was in some fucking place where
Okay.
he had access to shit like this. Let's say probably Trump.
Well, probably.
And then he did something stupid with a zombie disease. And he was like,
a zombie disease.
just like lost it. He goes, oops. And then, oops. And then
that was huge.
so
Okay.
we took the first available virus to show everybody how bad it's about to be when the zombie shit gets here.
Okay.
So we're like 2 months ahead of zombies.
Okay.
We're getting a practice run with the flu. We're tracking a highly viral flu with like a hard lung infection, upper respiratory infection.
Okay.
And we're seeing how it can travel and how fast and how severe it's going to be and what the reaction is going to be with like a soft toss, like for,
like a softball here.
definitely like fucking for children. This is the,
Like
this
a
is the run
Nerf,
through.
like a Nerf toss.
Right. Because
Wiffle
like
ball.
some poor fucking Eskimo that was near the lab that Trump spilled this virus in.
Okay.
This is the
You
first
mentioned
zombie.
the Eskimos earlier too, by the way.
Right.
He's obsessed with us.
First zombies in the Arctic
They're
Circle.
Up to something.
Okay.
They're on their way here slowly because it's a fucking huge distance.
And it's really cold.
We've got time.
I think it's that that the New World Order is taking cues from the Eskimos and just sending all the old people out to die.
Now,
Yeah,
can we
they're
say
like,
maybe it's
we
Darwinism a
honor-
little bit?
Yeah, it is.
Oh, yeah.
It's exactly
Right,
it.
is,
Of course.
yeah.
If you're
How
if
stupid
you have,
are you?
if you have breathing issues,
Real stupid.
and if you have breathing issues, and you have like your body doesn't work right,
Me.
which if
Right.
You
if
have
you were
asthma?
but
Yeah.
if you were in the wild, right? If you were
Oh,
if
and the
you-
wild.
right?
Oh, I'd already be
we
dead.
we
Right.
would have killed you and ate your meat already, right?
Yeah, you would have.
Is that what this earth is like? Here, we're gonna start.
Yeah,
We gotta start doing this shit.
Baby, it happens. It happens.
population, man.
It happens every 100 years or so. There's a fucking thing that comes in and it wipes us all out, and then redoes it, and it's like boop, reboot.
Because we don't have any predators.
I mean,
right?
overpopulation is always going to take care of itself, right?
Right.
Spanish influenza knocked down the population by half on over 3 different continents.
Yeah, but there's also
there
been
was-
like the Chinese flood who killed like
Yeah,
500,000
the-
people. Like
the Earth gets pissed off and says, "Fuck you, bitches."
cleanse it out.
Yeah.
Yep,
And
later.
if you start overpopulating, you're going to run out of something that you need, and that causes death,
And
right?
that is
It always
our
limits itself.
Medication.
Yeah.
at this
And we're
point.
keeping everybody alive with
Ours
medication and shit.
Yeah, it's toilet paper actually. That we're running out.
Everybody's gonna have ass infections by not
So we need
realizing
to
they
start-
can wash their butts.
We need to do like what we do with like wild boars when there's like too many and they're taking out the crops and fucking up children.
Right,
Just
right.
start blasting
Hunting
with
season.
yeah. So we need to start just blasting people that suck, man.
This
That's why
virus
they're
was
selling so
this
many
virus
guns.
was supposed to be the government's hunting season.
Yeah, there we go.
Delicious.
Book of Eli all day. I'm gonna
Like,
go eat
and
cats.
that is my conspiracy.
I think it's the Earth's.
The government's hungry, man.
I think it's the universe going. No. You guys, come on, guys. We gotta get rid of some of you weak motherfuckers.
There's
You
a
gotta
lot
go.
of 'em.
You gotta go.
Bye-bye, ass
Well, I mean,
faces.
they're the same effect. Yeah, why didn't they tell us like day one a better way of, don't stockpile this. You don't need that.
Because they
You
don't
need
tell
that.
us shit.
You don't need
That's
to
not true.
stockpile
I
anything.
definitely
They
need
probably
alcohol
also didn't
and
expect people
stockpiling.
to be like toilet paper.
Yeah.
Like
Because
We're
they're
gonna
at
base
the-
the U.S. dollar on toilet paper now.
Because they're at the Eyes Wide Shut party. They don't have time, man.
There's no time.
they're having
There's no time. Get in the
orgasms.
van.
In between,
What is it?
the van.
Zombie virus.
In Australia, they're
Wait,
calling
wait.
it white gold.
in between skeet shooting and like an Eyes Wide Shut parties getting blown by multiple masked actresses.
Wait, is this
Like,
all over that the TP's happening?
know-
Is it in Australia?
Yeah,
Oh,
no,
yeah.
it's not. Okay, it's not in China because my buddy is actually
They
in the
shit on the
Wuhan
floor.
province right now,
Shit on the floor.
and they are having no
China's
problems.
disgusting,
They're
by the
having-
way.
But they're having no problems wiping their asses or keeping
Apparently.
their asses clean. There's no problems with food. There's no weird situations at any markets.
We just love
Also,
fear.
same thing in Italy. People are going to the grocery store. They're leaving their house, going to the grocery store, coming home, no problems. People seem to be having parties on their balconies together. If you've
I
seen
feel
those
like
videos,
maybe
those are
it's
awesome.
like this weird, like, you know how religion is based on like controlling people for fear, maybe a little teeny bit. 'Cause
Yeah,
there's
so is the
less
government.
religious people,
Yeah,
so they
a
need
little
to
bit.
control fear, or they need
But
to
then the
have fear
crazy
to
Christians,
control
it's
it.
like it's because all the gays. That's
Well,
why this is
you know,
happening.
they prayed wrong. They prayed wrong.
I'm
one night.
I'm
Stay in your
I'm
stoop.
totally waiting for those fucking the gay hater fucking religion to
Oh, they're
go
gonna
like
be
this
like-
is all because the gays.
Or just pick one. It's
Yeah.
because of something.
Yeah.
Or like maybe
Islam's like, we'll weigh in 3,000 years.
But you know what? It just started hitting.
Remember that
It started
one?
hitting all the Middle East too, because they were doing
They
that
were
kind of
doing
stuff.
alright.
they were doing fine, and they were saying, "This is for the infidels," and now they're all getting it too. Which, sorry guys,
No prophet, no religion. They don't know what to do.
This is a virus that has no eyes on race, religion, color, and what part of the fucking world that you're on. It is on all of the seven continents, right? Yeah, seven continents. It's on all the continents.
And the frozen one where the zombies are right now.
Oh yeah.
It loves old people. Oh my god.
It's not on Antarctica. So let's all just go freeze our asses off with all the Germans and their base down there.
That's the other funny thing. I'm trying to find like information on what it can live in, and as soon as the fucking weather gets nice, it's gonna start dying.
Oh really?
Yeah, the majority of the cases are under 70 degrees and everywhere right now. South America got it fucking last.
Does that have to do with rain at all, too?
I'm just saying, there's,
Shit.
I mean,
it's funny
moistness.
And California obviously rules like the entire rest of the U.S. with our reactions and publishings or whatever media.
But there's also
Or
so
so we
many
think,
parts.
'cause
There's
we
so
live
many
here.
parts of the earth that
It started
have
raining the day this
California
came out.
climate too.
Everybody's like,
they're mostly
end of the
populated.
world.
They're heavily populated.
Yeah.
So
San Francisco, California, LA.
all of the coasts in Australia, the Mediterranean coast, which all hit really hard. So all these places with our same climate situations are being hit extremely hard at the moment.
It's perfect timing. It is perfect timing. The first SARS outbreak was contained because it didn't really leave the country. They actually started staying at home and trying not to spread it. And it didn't make it to somewhere like here. And then watching it and how it worked, you would be like, dude, if that ever made it to America, they're too stupid. It's going to fly. It's a fucking...
we're Americans.
It's going to come out with nitro and a turbo on it.
I mean, but with all the other ones, with SARS and the bird flu and all that,
Never made it here, really.
It never was like
we
it
got
is
West
here, though.
Nile.
Nile
was...
the West Nile virus.
People are like, you can't tell me to stay home.
But you know what, though?
I'm American.
Over time, as you see, once it hits your area of the world, it spreads pretty evenly.
But maybe that's a good move where he goes, it hits old people, right? So the old people are like, oh, shit.
That's just it.
That's specific.
So,
and then the younger people are like, well, I don't want to kill my parents, So everybody's, it's a good move.
It hit China really fucking hard, right?
We also
And then
live on
a
top of
month
each other.
later, it started hitting. It's traveling west.
Mm-hmm.
It's traveling west and southwest, going
Well, yeah.
that way,
But it's
right?
following the airports. You know the fucking airport
Exactly.
system. It's the hubs. Boom, boom, boom. Like Kelly's trying to get into a fucking shit.
She's
Kelly's in Lima.
His better half.
Yes, I saw that.
For the next hour and a half.
Is she stuck?
She's supposed to leave at midnight over there. They're a couple hours ahead, 3 hours ahead of us. If there's a travel ban starting, they're closing their borders in and out starting tomorrow.
Oh shit!
So she's finding out while in line whether her 12:30 flight after the midnight ban or border closing will actually take off.
Wow.
So that's
fuck.
my night. And then they said that anybody that checked in already so far right now, they're saying anybody checked in can leave.
Yeah.
So that's the current status. But she might get stuck in Peru for like another week or two.
Another week.
If this doesn't go.
All of a sudden, man, she's like, you know what? I like it here. Let's go stay here.
She gets herself a Peruvian boyfriend.
I mean, no, it's just like, how's your Spanish?
Like, you can cook, but he can really cook.
Hey,
Somebody's got a
I
bad
had
dinner.
to make light of it. I'm sorry. That's our friend that's stuck over there right now.
Let's
That sucks.
expand on that and really piss him off. Peruvian boyfriend. He looks a little bit like Jason Momoa. He's got like blue eyes and shit.
But he's super short. He's super short.
No, he's tall as fuck.
He's
And he's a
unicorn.
smasher. He's a smasher, dude.
Aw, poor Shorty. I'm sorry.
Dick tastes like plantain.
She's like, I'm living in paradise
Dick
now.
tastes like fucking pineapples and shit, man.
They don't have pineapples there.
I'm just saying, pineapple's the best tasting dick you can ever find.
That is true.
Look at her.
Also, lost in translation.
Look at my pineapple juice. I've been downing.
Guys
Anybody
eating
else
pineapples
thirsty?
doesn't make pineapple dick. That's not how it works.
You should try harder.
It's like a conversion.
Yeah.
Yeah, practically worked at a pineapple store.
Yeah, that's a trip though, man. Yeah, that is she scared? Is she a little scared, or
Back and forth.
are you talking to her? Have you been in contact?
Yeah,
She's been standing in line for the last hour and a half.
Oh my
I'd be
God.
nervous.
So
as fuck.
when she got in line, she had 3 hours to make it, or over 3 hours.
Yeah.
But the line started, and everybody seemed like they were going to fucking Mexico City. That's what I'm saying. So the hubs, the way that the countries travel, like around here, we don't really think it like that. We're like, oh yeah, frontier, I'm going to go through Denver. And it's like, well, when you cross the fucking world, you're going to stop in Mexico City. You're going to stop in the fucking the Chinese providences. Like, somewhere around there. So there's always all these hubs, and when the fucking disease breaks out close to a fucking hub like Wuhan, that's gonna go immediately to the fucking islands right there.
Man.
If it goes anywhere in like Indonesia or Malaysia, they're fucked. They're on an island.
So yeah, it's a trip. You know, I went and stopped and got gas. The guy at the gas station has a mask and gloves on.
Yep.
You know, I gave
Still
a
gotta
guy,
wash your gloves, dude.
I gave
I don't get that.
Don't touch your face with your gloves, dude.
I gave him a
He's
20.
like-
I go 20 on 6. He turns around. He's got this mask on. He's got gloves on, man. He's like, and then walks the 20 over. Yeah. It's like,
I don't get the gloves.
He's like holding out with it like a fucking.
I know. I exaggerated that part, but yeah, it was just like where am I living? What is this? A fucking Total Recall, man.
You're living in the new world now.
A little bit.
Like,
I mean,
sorry, baby.
that's funny because it's another thing that could crash the dollar is taking the cash value out of transactions, which is small already because of all the
Well,
plastic.
look, guys.
Yeah, but
Anything
eventually,
happens,
if
okay.
this keeps on going,
Cash is
it's
fucking
gonna be a
disgusting,
barter
though.
system.
If you
See,
guys
who
need
has what.
anything, okay, what I'm saying is any sort of
Socialism.
zombie apocalypse, you come over here, okay.
Me, you, Bernie Sanders.
Okay, I run
got
this
shit
neighborhood.
ready.
Okay, this is my neighborhood.
Family
We
first.
got guns. We got bow and arrows. Okay, we got crazy ass neighbors. We're
God's
in.
guns and liberty.
I do have a bow and arrow.
God damn
I
it.
don't have a good gun.
Manifest
Okay.
destiny. You guys
God bless
fucked
America.
everything.
You know what I'm saying? So yeah, like this is America in here. God damn it. We got guns, knives, bow and
Socialism.
arrows,
Cocaine.
cocaine.
A
Barbecue.
very complex medical
Yeah, you
system where we trade each other for services and we provide for each other free.
Sometimes.
Only if I know you and I like you and you haven't had sex with my daughter.
Oh, your daughter. Fuck.
No, when it becomes a zombie apocalypse, though, somebody needs to come in here with piles of blow.
Seriously.
And we're just gonna go nuts.
Yeah, we
man.
have a fortress
I'll
here.
start
We're just
dating a
gonna
drug
we're
dealer.
gonna lock it down, man.
Lock it
Fuck
down.
you
Yeah.
guys.
Everybody comes into like nicknames at that point too, right? There's gonna be like Chef, Doc, you know, the fucking
Stinky. Wheezy.
those are warnings. Yeah, you don't want to stay in the
We don't
room with
want Stinky
Wheezy.
and Wheezy. No.
Well, not all the time.
Stinky and Wheezy's in there mopping floors. all
Wheezy's
the time.
had the shit.
They're the ones
Let me
sanitizing.
tell you what the first symptoms are.
You can survive just fine.
Yeah, imagine what the smokers are gonna do, man.
I've had it for
How are the
20
cigarettes?
years.
Man, let me
So delicious.
Yeah, there's still just the cigarette industry still killing.
No, I want to be in control of my own death.
You know, that's the whole
Thank
thing
you.
too. Like they're saying the people who smoke
do more
are
drugs.
up there along with those that are the most highly affected by this.
What about the
if
porn
you
industry?
Smoke.
Oh,
No,
everything's
that's
on hold.
Porn.
Yep.
Yeah, if somebody
Yeah.
coughs,
Yeah.
you just have to redub.
Someone
It's
coughs.
like, yeah, yeah.
Oh my God, you just sneeze on me. Get the fuck out.
guess
Have you
bu-
guys seen the meme?
No
where,
bukkake
My
scenes
pussy,
anymore.
What the fuck?
Have you guys seen the meme where it's safe sex and they're doing it missionary and she coughs? Unsafe sex. They do it doggy style and she coughs as safe sex. Like that's what we're gonna get.
So no bukkake scenes for a while. I
Not
imagine.
yet. Well,
Okay.
I mean,
yes.
bukkake's not so bad. You get a ton of
What do you
guys.
mean it's not so bad? There's
ton of guys
30
just-
dudes
Yeah.
splooging in your mouth and eyes.
Oh, I
It's got to be
don't-
worse than
that-
coughing.
Does it? I don't know if it goes through spooge.
Oh, come on.
One way to find out.
Apparently,
It's just airborne, guys.
yeah.
Yes, it's
Like,
fine. It's just airborne.
I don't
Also,
know.
let's
I
put that
mean,
out there too. How fucking dumb do you have to be to think that this is like a contact to contact, wash your hands kind of virus?
Where
For
it-
the last 2 weeks, it's blown up. And
But
Hey, who was the dude?
it's
Who was the
fucking
dude?
airborne, dude.
We, we went hiking today, okay, and it was packed, by the way. So
Yeah,
we go
it was
hiking,
like,
and
"Ooh,
dudes
it's a
are with
beautiful day.
dudes
Go
are with
travel."
dogs.
Solitary exercise.
Check
yeah.
it out, dudes are with dogs and everything. So there was somebody with gloves and masks went up and hugged this dude's dog, and the guy goes, so with the mask and gloves, but you're willing to hug the dog? You know, he said that to him. You know,
the dog's got his germs all
I know.
over. it.
Dogs can contract it as well.
well, the dogs can't, but
But
it's the
that's-
owner. You know, like some guy was like, oh hey, but he's wearing a mask. It's like the dog's okay, but you're wearing a mask. You know, it's like,
Apparently, animals have had multiple versions of this coronavirus. Like dogs, cats, animals get colds themselves and they pass it along each other. It's just a mutated version of a fucking animal cold. They're saying that, like, that's the big thing that everybody's saying is that it was contracted in the Wuhan fucking wet market down there.
the
Yeah,
wet
from a
market.
bat.
If it's called a
Bat
wet
soup.
market, you know.
Bat
Yeah, the bats. See,
You know what?
you didn't even bring up the bats.
Well, that's not one of my conspiracy
But
theories.
the bats
'cause
is the
that was
main
supposed
one.
to be
That's the big
Tony's.
one.
So, but
That's the big one.
I don't think that's such a big conspiracy. Animals get sick. People ingest animals that are sick. That's how mad cow disease spreads.
Same thing as mad cow.
You know, and it's the one thing that is, in that sense, it is a biological or not biological. It's a bacterial issue that we're not paying attention to our sanitation shit. So sorry, like that's not
Also,
a conspiracy
don't
theory. If that
eat
actually
weird
happened,
shit.
well, cow isn't
But
weird shit.
what's
People
weird
eat,
shit?
That's true. That is
plenty of
true.
people eat cows.
That is true.
Like wherever you live, if they sell that and that's what people are naturally like, that they ate that for generations, that's what they eat. You know, like, and I'm totally against the whole dog meat trade and everything too.
Oh, yeah, it's fucked up.
But
Wild.
in other countries,
Just because you love dogs.
Yeah, because I love dogs, because I think dogs are the most amazing animal on the face of the planet. Doesn't mean a whole country that for fucking generations, like, no, like, dogs are pets and also meat. Pigs here are pets and also meat, you know?
true.
So I'm not going to condemn a people for their way of thinking. I am definitely going to be like, yeah, go save the fucking dogs, and send my own battalion of people like, no, these puppies are ours.
Yeah,
That's
exactly.
fine. I'll save those dogs.
But are we doing it for
But
the bats?
Yeah,
no,
we don't
yeah,
give
is
a
anybody
fuck
doing it
about
for the
that.
fucking bats?
Well, if it's
Bats
ugly,
are cute too.
If it's ugly, we don't give a fuck.
Bats are not ugly.
Right,
Have
yeah,
you
yeah.
ever seen a baby bat? They're cute as fuck.
That's how the people are a compassionate species, right? So, like, if people eat dogs, we automatically think, like, oh, you have no compassion. You're a
Right.
total fucking animal.
Right. But
Just
but
so
if
stupid.
but if they eat I don't know, if they kill wild boar, they're like, fuck that motherfucker.
What if you grew up
Piggies are
around
so
a lot of
cute,
snails?
too.
You know, your parents raised you around a bunch of snails, and
That
now
means
you're
you
like,
stepped on a lot of snails
and you
growing
think that
up.
I
like,
save snails.
think SkR goes like just fucking like this righteous
Escargot
evil
is delicious, though.
No,
act.
but
Isn't that fucked up?
I mean, look, cows are cute,
Yeah.
and I don't want to slaughter them.
What if your
but I'll
dog?
fucking,
I
What
don't
if your
wanna
dog
think
could
about
flip
that.
you off and
I'll
be
eat a
like,
burger,
dude, I
though.
never liked you. You know?
So you're an ass.
Then would you
face.
eat it?
Go fuck yourself.
what if the dog?
Yeah, if the dog could tell you to go fuck yourself, and he'll never like you a day in his life. He'll be like, all right, I'll fucking eat you.
I mean, I don't know. It's hard.
There's still a
it's hard
cute
to
factor.
say. It's hard to. But I think they're all cute.
I don't
That's
eat
the
any
problem.
animals with eyebrows. I can't. I like the facial expression.
If they make facial expressions, if they're too dumb to know, like
Baby
fish.
bats are adorable, though.
I need
Bats are
the
adorable.
dog to hunt the 1,000-pound cow that I'm gonna kill that I can't eat.
Yeah.
Also
Yeah.
adorable and have eyebrows.
Cows are adorable too, but
That's what I'm saying,
fucking
adorable.
But boy, do I love my filet mignon.
Man, Kelly's
Yeah.
done with cows. She's just
So-
like, they
so-
have best friends.
We can't sit there and go, people just shouldn't eat
good
weird
argument.
things, because what's weird to you isn't always weird to me, and vice versa. You know?
I would
How
love
much
to.
nutrients are you expecting to get from a bat? Like, what exactly are you
The
trying
same amount
to...
of nutrients that you're expecting to get from a mushroom.
Well,
You guys
Is
see
that
the
what they
video, though?
say? Yeah, you're like,
No,
I
I'm
don't
just
know.
saying,
What
like,
video?
nutrients are nutrients,
through
you
the
know?
Wuhan market?
It's
Yeah.
just,
I don't even wanna
It's a
see
teeny
it,
bit of
man.
meat, though, right?
do.
Like,
yeah, it's a teeny bit of
You know what I
meat,
mean?
but it's a
All right,
it's a
all right, let me see.
country with a lot of people.
what are you talking about with all the
Makes
bats
sense.
all strung up?
No, that's.
Can we not look at that? I really don't want to look at that.
Fucking tip of the iceberg, man.
Dude.
Every fucking animal, every possible animal.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Oh, but
Dogs.
the thing is
Bats,
that
dogs, like
I
fucking
was saying
everything.
all
Chopped up
pets,
15-foot
animals,
pythons.
Yeah.
all
It-
animals on this planet have got a strain of the coronavirus in them that's been known. It's
See,
just
that's
it's
confusing
a
to me.
fucking it's a cold that's passed amongst animals and just not amongst humans, and now it's become amongst humans.
It's confusing to me.
Also, the Wuhan province has got a lot of fucking biochemical engineering.
But
plants
also,
there.
man, they're shoveling.
saying.
They're in there shoveling fucking sewage and shit and turning it into oil. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on,
Can
guys.
I be
We are
racist
too.
for a second?
Fuck yeah, you're on the right podcast.
Do you think it's because Chinese is so hard to understand? That's where this all came from. Like, their country's just wild. Like, they don't understand each other. Have you ever thought, like, a couple of Chinese guys that are just really going at a mile an hour, like 100 miles an hour, talking to each other?
1 mile an hour.
You're like, they don't understand each other. There's no way that they understand what the other one's saying. They haven't even used, like, whole words. They're all in three like, letters at a time.
And that's
that
why
the
this
same
is
thing
this is
as,
came.
I
That's
I
why.
don't
That's why
understand
China's
that.
bonkers.
Isn't that the same as Creole people? They
China's
all do, like,
totally bonkers because there's millions of people there, and
Probably.
it's a fake language. It doesn't even work.
Well, I
Creole's a fake
think
language.
there's billions of. There's so many people.
What if
I'm
Chinese
glad
is
that
made up?
you guys understood all of that.
What
I'm
if, like-
I didn't
what?
understand. I just passed through
What
it.
if like Canto and
Yeah.
Mandarin is totally made up? It's not a real language.
That's a lot
They
of lying.
they all make up their own language and they just gibberish at each other.
It's a very
you
big
saying,
country.
Adrian?
What you're saying? Okay, here's what you're saying. Let me
Super racist, by the
help
way.
for my man. It's not really that racist, actually. No, I thought you were gonna come out with something good.
In that case, it's proving my own ignorance.
That's not racist to me. But
Me dumb. Me dumb.
no, check it out. Check it out. But what you're trying to say is like the Cockney language to like a more sophisticated
Okay,
Englishman.
Yeah,
Yeah.
okay, I
Right,
get
a
that.
Cockney, and he's just
It's
like.
all just accents, though. We
what
have that
are
all
you
across
saying?
our country too, though. I can't
Right.
understand. I
Dialect.
can't understand people like. Yeah, she's saying like I
Definitely
can't
places I
understand
don't
Creole
get it,
people
yeah.
to save my life.
You're like, what are you
What'd you say?
I think there's just so many people, and when it becomes more people, something's gonna happen. That's just how it goes. More people, more dumber people, more smarter people, more kids.
dumber people.
You know what I mean? That's just